Unintentional.
That was unintentional, accidental, all in one. G'day guys, Darcy and Jace here. Today we're looking at Jason's hip and how he struggles to sit cross-legged. So for those that are playing along, you may also struggle in this position or posture. So Jace, if you get down and show us exactly what we're talking about,
Yeah, so
these guys
when I
can
go this way. I'll face the camera. Sorry, Leo. So when I sit down there, it just doesn't feel comfortable, and I can only last a couple of minutes in this position, and it just gets tight through the adductors and through the hips. So I just want to straighten my legs out.
Yeah. So it's uncomfortable, maybe a little bit painful. Yeah. I mean,
it just feels tight.
Yeah. Okay. If you are playing along, you like our videos, make sure you do like and subscribe for extra content and alerts. Let's have a go, Jace, at lying face up on your back. I'm going to show you how we can improve this range. And hopefully, hopefully we improve that. You saw what the pre was. So when we're considering postures, we have to look at the muscles that are pulling our joints into those dysfunctional positions. So if we come over here and look at bones, I can give you guys a little bit of an idea of where these muscles start and where they insert. So I'm going to be looking at our adductors. These adductors all originate under here and insert into our pes anserine, which is in here, pulling our hip into adduction, but also into internal rotation, where our hip is internally stuck like that, which then would make it hard for you to sit in a cross-legged position if your hip's adducted so far in and internally rotated. Okay, so we're going to unlock those muscles. So first of all, we're focusing on our adductor longus. So Jason's left side was worse. Yeah. We're going to open up your hip like this. We'll put our towel a bit up like that, man. And our adductor magnus and our adductor longus, we're focusing on
right in there
above that tendon. Ooh. Jace is a little bit sore in there. So thinking of sports where we're recruiting a lot of adduction, tennis, rugby, lateral movement, or sports where we're moving along a plane that is side to side. I guess in footy as well.
Yeah, you have sharp changes of directions in footy, and most sports like basketball and that sort of thing, we've got to react quickly and change and get around someone. So
you're going to find tightness in these muscles because we're recruiting. Yeah, we're going to use our quads and our hamstrings and our glutes as well. But sometimes we forget about the role of our adductors.
And there's such a big muscle group. Like, a lot of people will go and treat the quads and hammies first, but these are just as important, if not more important, to release these areas.
Yeah. So what I'm doing here is I'm using my elbow, more so the dull part of my forearm or elbow, and connecting right up into that joint where I showed you on the skeleton. So it takes a little minute to get in there. It can be quite intense. I'm not pushing overly hard, but it is sustained pressure, and I am getting firmer and firmer as the time goes on, just to make sure I connect in as deep as I can and be most effective with my treatment. Oh, really good.
I feel like it's opening up already.
Yeah. So you can imagine that we're just encouraging the tissues to move in a direction that is opposite to what it was pulling us into. So our poor position of being pulled internal, we're pushing that out. So these guys are internally rotating the hip or internally rotating the femur as they're getting tighter. So we're just reversing that and encouraging those tissues.
Yeah, a bit more under there. It's got a bit more in it.
Yeah, into a neutral position. So you can see my elbows moving around. If you're playing along and you want to have a go at doing this on your partner, or you're on the other side of the world, it is just holding that same spot but changing angles and just working and melting that tissue, softening it, waiting for it to let go.
Yeah, so you're right in that hip crease, aren't you, Darcy, where those adductors connect in. So he's literally right up, the outside of his elbow is right against the pubic bone where they attach. So you're not sitting out in the muscle belly there, you're right in that tendinous junction.
Yeah. The origin is the origin, is something that we like to say here as well. So I have done a video on this as well. Maybe Leo will attach it. We did try and fix Jason's seated posture, trying to cross his legs in an earlier video, but we focused on the external rotators in his glutes, and we did have some success. It did help, but let's see how much improvement we can get out of the internal rotators. What's pulling him into that position, and how we can free that range. So I'm working that. Now what I like to do is bring that knee up, which softens the muscle. And then open it up like this. Really good. Bringing it in, so shortening and then lengthening. And I haven't moved for this whole space of this video. My elbows stayed in exactly the same spot. Maybe just change some angles or direction of weight.
Oh yeah, it's a bit more that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bit higher up.
Oh.
How's that feel, man?
Yeah, it's good. It's a good deep pressure. It's not sharp, it's just, yeah, a dull, constant pressure. It feels like it's hitting the spot.
Yeah.
It feels therapeutic.
Cool. So I'm probably focusing mostly here on adductor longus, which when we think of our that big fibrotic tendon in our adductor, we're just on the other side of it, so above that crease. Our adductor magnus, which is probably the most, the thickest, the biggest part of our adductor, it doesn't pull us into internal rotation in the same way that our adductor longus and our adductor brevis does. So those muscles are above that fibrotic tendon.
Oh.
Yeah, man.
Good.
Okay, I'm just going to come out of that. I'm going to get in a better position for myself. And I'm going to focus a little bit higher.
Oh, yeah, that's all right.
Again, you've got to be tactical with your treatment. Don't be too sharp on the elbow and don't be in there damaging the tissue. You've got to go in there a little softer and more delicate, be precise.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking tender in there.
We're in a space that most people feel they want to guard, they want to protect. You're not touching this area or letting other people touch this area quite often, are you? Somewhere where the sun doesn't shine. It's like an armpit or an elbow crease. Or...
Yeah. There's a vulnerability to it that people want to sort of guard up when you do go in there. So it's taking your time. If you're a practitioner and you are looking to treat this area, you've got to go slow and just wait for the person to sort of allow you to get in there. You can't force your way in, otherwise they'll push back and you won't get a proper treatment. You won't get that fix.
Yeah.
Got to build that trust in the relationship.
Mm-hmm. So I guess what's happening under my elbow is the tissue and the fascia has this almost like dehydrated sense. When we push into it, we're getting blood flow, we're getting circulation of cells, we're getting oxygen into there, we're getting water that the cells are carrying in the bloodstream, and that's hydrating the fascia and it's hydrating the tissue. And that allows that fascia to sort of separate a little bit more and open up, melt down and release. So with this hand I'm pushing down.
Yeah, I feel like it's released through there now.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Starting to let go. Good. And I'm going to come out with that elbow and just show you for the video's sake a different tool. So I might straighten the leg, and then we're going to come a little bit higher here. So our pectineus, which is a smaller muscle, but another contributor to internal rotation. So pulling that femur internal like that, we're going to reverse that. Try and neutralize that hip. There we go. Sort of sitting right there, right where that hip crease is. So if you're somebody that's pretty sedentary, driving, sitting at an office, again, this muscle is going to be short and contracted. Oh, yeah.
Up there.
Thanks, Jace. Those creases that you see in his jock line is pretty similar to what's happening in the tissues.
Oh, yeah,
we want things to be opened up at length.
Yeah, around there.
Around there?
Yeah.
Now you do have a lymph node, so the idea is to go slow. That lymph node will move out of the way the slower you go. We are again trying to get deep. Connect to that bone, connect to that pubic bone. Into the nooks and crannies, so working in there. Nice one, and again I'm just...
Someone just kicked the shit out of a whiteboard behind the camera. Don't know if you heard that noise, but keep going, Darcy.
Keep going. Now, if you do like this treatment, we do have more exclusive content at our Patreon. So make sure you do head over to that
No
page.
towels either.
Yeah.
No taste.
Jason's completely nude. No,
No, there is undies on, but no towels, so you can get rid of the purple towel. I know there's always a few comments about the towel.
I'm just ever so slightly using my 3 fingers to just softly push into those tendons. And again, I don't want to focus too much on the quad. I'm working more into the adductors, the pectineus, adductor brevis, the higher of the adductors.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. And just trying to make space between there, hydrate that area. In hope that this is the
This is the one.
this
It
is the
feels
key.
good.
It feels good, man. Yeah.
Oh.
All right. I reckon we test this, Jace.
Now,
there's more areas we can focus on if this isn't the range that we were looking for. We can have a go at some other muscles.
Oh, I reckon
But that-
you hit a bit on it there.
There's a good start, and I'm just going to pin and hold that. What's that doing? Yeah. Do you want to do a bit of
Just a
active
little
work?
bit.
So you can see him internally rotating and externally rotating. It's like a active release. Active meaning we give control to the person on the table to release that muscle with their own movement. Passive is when I'm taking over and I'm moving that joint myself. Active, we're just letting the actual person give it a go. Good, man.
Oh, that's good there. That's good curry. Oh.
Nice, man.
Oh.
All right, Jace.
Have a look.
Let's have a quick look. We'll get you to
Grab your shorts and
chuck
have
your
another
shorts back
test.
on.
Thanks, Darcy.
All right, let's get you down.
Oh, fixed.
Nah, not quite yet.
It's a fair bit lower though.
Yeah. How many of you can get your hip all the way to the floor? What's mine like?
You do it like.
Nah, mine's. It's not too bad.
You can, Leo. Leo, the camera.
Leo certainly can.
I'm getting
Okay.
low.
Let's keep going, man. Let's keep going. Let's get your line. Let's get your line on your side. We're gonna have a go at TFL.
Yeah, that's what I reckon it was.
You hold on to that.
Show me ass. How's me ass looking, guys? Let me know.
Okay. TFL, tensor fascia latae. It's the top of the iliotibial band. We've treated it many times before. Again, it's an internal rotator. It's a smaller muscle, so we don't go there first because of the larger muscle groups. When we're thinking of what's going to be contributing to pulling our joints into postures, it's usually the bigger muscles, the stronger muscles.
Big powerhouses.
Yeah. So the TFL is only small. Sits right where your pocket is in your short.
Or short.
Or short. You could just wear a short. That'd be a one-legged pair of shorts, wouldn't it?
Short.
Oh, that's got some.
All right. There's a bit in this.
Oh, don't do that.
You're playing along.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry, Jace.
Not messing around. This is
If you're playing along, you can treat this from home. We do have a Fix It Yourself course. It'll be in the link below. You can learn how to treat your own body using different methods.
Learn
and
all the
tools.
anatomy as well.
Yeah.
It's very detailed. Ninja and Aaron go into the anatomy of it all and
Yeah.
show you how to release it with different tools and
Yeah.
whatever you might have around the house.
Something you can have for the entirety of your life for $30. You can't
Always
go wrong.
comes in handy.
$29.99, even cheaper than $30.
Oh, that's going down the leg a little bit. Oh, you just go a bit harder. That's all right.
Yeah, give him some hot cardiot.
Oh. Yeah.
Is that fanging into your shin, man?
More just down the outside of the leg and the lateral quad.
Oh, cool, brother.
Yeah. Oh. It's a bit twitchy.
Yep. Give this a go. If you've got someone else there that you can get somebody to push their thumbs into, give it a go. You'll see that it is does take some conditioning as a practitioner to be able to hold these points for a few minutes.
Test your thumb strength.
Test your thumb strength. See what we put ourselves through for our clients each day. Nice. All right, what we're going to do is more a passive range. So I'm going to hold his hip, come into flexion, pull it down and back. So we're coming down into that internal rotation, open up into external, or adduction, abduction.
Nice.
Being as supportive as I can with this right arm.
Oh,
Nice. And then just putting him back down there.
oh.
How's it going, Jace? There's still a bit in there.
It's released off a bit there. Yeah, that spot's not as sensitive as it was when you first started. It's more just the pressure of your thumbs now.
Yeah. Beautiful. Okay, I want to focus now on glute minimus and glute medius. So let's get your line face down to do this, actually, if you don't mind, Jace. Sorry, Leo, we're going to be on this side. I'm going to drape him. So glute minimus, our greater trochanter, which over here on bones, that's our greater trochanter there. The bony landmark you feel on the side of the hip. Our glute minimus and glute med come into the side of that. Okay, so we're going to have to come in. There it is there. I'm just going to come in with an elbow and not being too forceful to begin with, using our philosophies of going slow, but eventually getting deep.
Oh, it's going to be good in there.
Yeah. There we go. Again, these guys are pulling the hip or the femur into some internal rotation. They've also got some abduction. They adduct all at different angles and planes of movement. But for this video, we're just going to try and release some of the tissues around the hip. Those that are maybe pulling our hip into the postures that we want to try and reverse. Let's see how successful we are.
Oh, that's... Oh, boy. The fluffer.
Feeling good, man?
Yeah, it's good.
So see how that took probably a minute and a half for me to get to the depth where it was actually being effective. To begin with, it was probably not giving Jace much. Now we're at a depth where we're actually, and I haven't moved my position. So think of the tissues allowing me to get in there, and that relationship that Jace and I have where he trusts what I'm doing.
Oh, so much so he's going to be my MC at my wedding. That's how much trust I've put into him. What the hell's he going to say?
I've written up in my notes the orders of the things I've got to say. Hopefully I don't have
You get all the names right? How's the pronunciation of names?
No, not yet.
Darcy's always good with names when clients come in.
No idea. Jason Ellis, that's all I've really got to get right.
Oh, that's one on a list.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so for those that don't know, Jason's getting married at the end of this month. Only a few
2
weeks.
weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks
Jesus.
today.
That's it.
Oh.
Done. Those feet warm, Jace. They're not looking cold. You're
No,
all
they're
good?
pretty
Yeah.
good.
Sweet, good.
Oh.
Yeah, we're excited for the big fella. We had his bucks on the weekend, and now we're heading into the wedding in a couple of weeks. It should be good. And he's given me the responsibility of holding the microphone.
How good's that going to be?
Yeah, we'll see.
Should have got Leo along for a bit of a behind the scenes setup.
Bloody hell.
Left it a bit late. Oh, shit. There you go. Now you found a bit
We're
more.
into glute mid. Now we're going glute mid. There we go.
You're into it. Fucking hell.
There's a good one, Jace. All right, just one. Yeah, there you go. See how he was contracting his glutes earlier, not letting me in. He needs to just do his best to relax. We're going to get deeper. Help him out.
Oh.
I'm wedging my foot into that to actually get the force that I need.
Oh, I'm glad. Yeah.
And it's just a side plank really for me.
It's a good workout.
Yeah. Here I am blowing I'm blowing on his bum.
Jeez, I hope not.
I'm breathing.
What details he's putting in? Bloody hell.
Here I am.
You didn't expect to see that today, did you? Don't put that as the title.
Beep.
And it's all educational though, guys. This is
Sorry, that's not what I meant.
Here I am.
Jace, relax, mate, or I'll blow on your bum again.
Oh. Wow.
Sorry, guys.
We don't mean it. I swear we don't mean it.
Yeah, that was
Unintentional.
unintentional, accidental, all in one.
Oh.
All right. I'm going to
Alright,
finish off, Jason. Let me just have a go with my thumb.
It's going. Dig up, Darcy. Dig up.
No, I just want to...
Oh,
There we go.
that's red hot.
Red hot?
Oh, that's red hot.
All right.
Yeah. Oh.
He likes it.
I do.
It's good.
Oh.
Now, I can feel that is really dense in there, quite fibrotic, quite really tight. So I'm trying to soften that. It's pretty hard.
Everything's innuendo at this point.
You can't say. Oh, that's referring around the front.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
I like it.
Oh, that's.
Where's it go to, man? Into your groin?
Oh,
or-
around the side here, sort of into like that pectineus area.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh.
Maybe that's
Oh.
maybe this is the culprit.
Oh.
Jace hasn't been able to cross his legs for years.
Oh, mate.
If we
Primary school, I reckon. Might have been the last time.
It's probably the time that you do sit cross-legged in primary school, don't you? Still sit on the floor. Do kids still do that? I don't know. Probably not.
Oh.
Probably sit on iPads now and just
Sit on iPads.
17 iPads.
That's an expensive
one for a pillow,
seat.
One for a seat. One to play on, one on each foot. Nah. Bloody children these days. Oh, back in my day, Jace,
Yeah, that's it.
we had to sit on the hard wooden floors.
Oh. Fuck me.
This is good stuff, man. Come on. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
All right. I'll just let go of that. So you can see exactly where we were, right into the side of that, just above greater trochanter there, and into those tissues. So, all right, Jace.
Final test.
Final test. I've been able to do this for 15 to 20 years correctly. So if we've got some improvements, then we know we're on the right track.
It's more comfort.
How's it feel? I guess,
It
yeah.
feels like it sits there a lot easier. I don't know whether it's a massive difference, but in terms of me, like I felt when we started the video, like I'd already want to uncross, where now I can feel like I can hold it there, and it's more comfortable in this position. If I swap my legs over, like
Oh yeah, that looks heaps better. Yeah.
and I just feel like it sits there a lot more easier than this one. This one I can't even force down to the same level, where this one just sort of flops there, and I feel like this one I'm trying to push it to that same level.
Cool.
So.
Yeah, look, we can also look at doing some self-release work down in the gym. We can do some activation work through his glutes and core, see how that goes. But if you like this video, we liked it, that you liked it. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys.
We'll see you next time.